Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see today, I will be eating. I'm doing something a little bit different. Those of you on my IG know very well that I love chicken. I love chicken. Like I really do love chicken. And while this idea came to my mind this yesterday, I was wondering why haven't I done something like this before? Because I eat chicken a lot. Like I eat chicken a lot. Chicken and Indomie. I eat chicken and Indomie a lot. So I'm not sure why I haven't done something like this before. But today I'm going to be reviewing chicken by Nelly's. Chicken by Nelly's. Yeah, that's it from Instagram. This is not the regular chicken I eat. This is not the regular chicken I eat actually. I normally eat chicken from my choice. I don't know if you guys know. Probably the next review I'm going to be doing is going to be chicken from my choice. So today I'm going to eat with you guys. And first of all, this is supposed to be one full chicken. I very much doubt. I don't know, because the chicken that I normally get from my choice is bigger than this. I haven't tasted it yet. I hope I like it. I hope I like it because I love chicken. I really do love chicken. So guys, not bad. So this chicken is a home delivery. I ordered it from Instagram and they delivered it to my house. It's not bad. So guys, there's something that happened to me not long ago. I'm gonna tell you guys in a minute, but let me eat my chicken first. I'll get into it. Did you guys know that it's almost impossible to get a house in Cameroon as a young single lady? Almost impossible. Actually, you need to be either married or be engaged in order to get a decent house in Douala. I'm just gonna give you guys a little story time about what I experienced as a young single woman looking for a house. So what happened was that I had been looking for a house for a very long time before I found this one. I moved out of the place where I was because I needed a lot more space to do my makeup sessions. But that's not what I'm going to talk about. What I am going to talk about today is what happened while I was looking for a house. First of all, one thing that happened was that when I found the house the first time, apparently there were still people living in that house, and they told me they were going to leave from the 20th to the 25th. And when I found the house, that was around, that should be about on the 8th, 9th, and they were supposed to leave on the 20th, in between the 20th to the 25th. So I had to wait that long for them to move. Okay. But on the 23rd, they called the landlord and told the landlord that they needed more time. At this point, mind you, I had already met with the landlord, and apparently the landlord of that their building was the landlord of the building in the house where I was staying at the time. You understand? So I met the landlord, so I didn't actually have to go through all the, what do you do for a living? Are you a married woman? Like, since he already knew me personally and he knows the kind of person I am, we didn't have to go through all of that. So when I found the house, the agent who helped me find the house called the landlord, and then when we actually realized that he's my current landlord, I told the agent to not worry about anything. That I will just, when I get home, I'll speak with the landlord. So when I got back home, I met with the landlord, and in less than a week, I paid for the house. So they were supposed to leave. I paid for the house on, I think, the 11th, on the 11th or 12th, I think. They were supposed to leave, according to what he told me and according to what they told me on the day that I met them. They were supposed to leave in between the 20th and the 25th of that month. I trusted him. He assured me and told me that when they leave, he's gonna paint the house and they're gonna do some fixings around the house, the things they do for new tenants to move in. He assured me. He swore to God that they will leave latest on the 25th, and on the 28th, they'll be done with the work so I can move in by the 30th. I said, no problem. So this man called me on the 24th, telling me that these tenants have called him and they've begged him for more time, that they have nowhere to pack their things, because they had furniture at home, they had their TV, they had couches, they had things in their bedroom, kitchen stuff. They were so full. They had a very full house for a studio apartment. They told the landlord that they needed more time to look for where to place their things. And I asked the landlord that, didn't you tell me that these people are the ones who told you that they had to leave? If they were going somewhere, didn't they have where to go to before telling him that they were moving out at the end of this month? Still, he doesn't know, but that's the information that they're telling him, that they will not be able to leave anymore before the 25th, that they will need to at least the 28th. Fine. On the day that I met those people, the day they told me they were going to move out, the day the agents took me to their house, these people made themselves look like some sort of Obamas. I don't know, they tried to make themselves look like they came from, I don't know, some kind of probably sophisticated background. I don't know, because he made me understand. Exactly what he told me was that they're going to travel to Yaoundé because he has got a new job, and the job has given them a home in Yaoundé, a well-furnished apartment in Yaoundé. And they need to travel, but they have to sell everything in their house now because they don't need any of that stuff to go to Yaoundé with. Because in their house in Yaoundé, there's everything in it, it's well furnished, there's everything, so they need to sell everything here before the 25th because they don't want to travel with it. That was what he told me. He made it seem like there's some kind of rich people, they don't suffer, they don't, and then all of a sudden, the landlord is telling me that they have nowhere to go. So they need more time. I'm like, what? This was supposed to be a done deal. This nigga told me that they found a house in Yaoundé, that they gave him a good job in Yaoundé, and he has a nice place, a nice big house, well furnished and stuff. What do you mean you have nowhere to go? I told the landlord anyway, it's not my business. You know what? Just give them the time they need. It was actually a huge argument because I didn't want to give them that time because I was in a haste myself. I needed to transfer and do the things that I had to do. But after everything, I accepted. I told them to take their time, take to the 28th they wanted, do all those things. Now, on the 28th in the morning, The landlord called me and told me that these people have said that they don't want to live anymore. That they don't want to leave the house anymore. That they finally didn't find a place to move into. These were the same people who told me how they have a very big house in Yaoundé. But the landlord told me that they're still looking for a house here in Douala. That's why they cannot move. They haven't found a house yet to move into. That's why they cannot live here. That they don't want to put their things on the streets. My brother, my sister. That's not what you guys told me. Oh. I thought you guys were Beyonce and Jay-Z. I thought that's what you guys were. I didn't know. Anyway, that one just by the way. Now what happened later on was that, oh my god, this gizzard is so hard. Now, when I decided to forget about them, I started looking for a house again. I found a few places. Places with difficult landlords. Places where I tried to negotiate the number of months I can pay to move here. Places that were not so good for me at all. And then I don't like this pepper. It tastes somehow bitter. Anyway, when I started looking for a house again, like I said, I found so many different houses. But then I landed on this one particular house. Oh my god. In Makepe. I found this house in Makepe. My agent took me there. They told me the price of the house. I was okay with the price before I went to see the house. When I went and saw the house, I was so okay with it. The location, the building itself, the interior of the house, everything. I was okay with everything. And then I said, okay, let me go home and bring the money and pay immediately because I want this house and I'm tired of looking for a house. My agent told me, all right, there's no problem. The landlord wasn't around at that point in time. My agent told me I should hurry home and get the money. He will stay here and wait for the landlord to get here. And when I get the money, I should just come back and meet him there, right? Yeah. So I left from that place, went home to get the money. While I was at home, getting my stuff ready to get back there, I received a call from my agent telling me that the landlord is here, but there's a problem. But I should just come anyway. Just bring the money. That's what he said. Just bring the money. Come anyway. Just come. I'm like, all right. So I reached there. I found the landlord, and it happened that the amount that they told me that's the price of the house. That wasn't the price of the house. It happened that it was a few thousands more expensive than what they had told me was the price of the house. And I'm like, I now asked my agent, if you had found this out, then why did you have to make me come back here? He said no, he wanted to see if he wanted me to come back and talk with the landlord to see if the months can be negotiated, to see if the money I have on me can work. I started talking with the landlord, and it happened that the man wasn't even budging. The price of the house was way more expensive than what they told me. He said there was a mistake somewhere in the communication. It happened that the price that I had in mind, the price that they told me wasn't for that particular house. It was for his other building, and all the houses they already occupied. But this particular one is not the price that they told me. That is way more expensive. I'm like, but can this amount of money not work? Can this not work? Can we not just work with it? So I tried to negotiate. Now this is where the problem came in. This man told me that even if he had to negotiate with me, Even if he had to negotiate the price of the house, he's not gonna give his house to a young single woman. At that point, I froze. And I'm like, so because I'm a young single woman, I should live on the street? Are you people joking? Are you people joking? Are you joking? Are you joking? And then he was like, if I have at least this amount for at least this month, I should bring my husband, and then you can see if you can negotiate. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. So I cannot pay for my house by myself. I have to be married. Sir. Are you for sure, for real? So I told my agent, so I beg make me go. I'm not doing it again. So he told me nothing personal. That he doesn't feel comfortable giving his house to a young single woman. No, I'm like, it's okay, it's alright, it's fine. It's not something. It's not something, it's alright. I'm leaving. So we left, and then I got back home that evening. My mind could not rest. Like, I literally cried that day because I was exhausted and frustrated, and only to end up realizing that I may end up being homeless only because I'm a woman. That's it, just because I'm a woman. Oh my God, I was so frustrated. I was so frustrated that day. Everything was doing me. Everything was doing me. My head was doing me. My heart was doing me. My eyes, my ears, they were doing me. Everything was just doing me. The day I found this house, the day I met with the landlady of this building, that woman looked at me and told me to my face that she doesn't give her house to young single women. She's a woman too, or this woman is a woman too. She told me that she doesn't give her house to young single women. And then she just told me that the only reason she's considering giving it to me is because she's looking at me and she's seeing that I look like somebody who is responsible. That's why she's even just considering that she doesn't want that she never likes to have the stress of giving her house to a young single woman. At that point, I did not know whether to just storm out of there because I was looking for a house. I was desperate and I was frustrated. I've been searching for a very long time. But I was so pained. Like, is this a thing? So this is a thing. A young single woman doesn't get a house because she's a young single woman. Seriously. You people are serious. You people are really, really, really serious outside here. And then she told me this little story about how she wants to give her house to a young single woman. That when the lady came in the house, that when the lady came to pay for her rent, she came with a man, claiming that the man is her husband. But the man said the house, they should write it in his wife's name. You understand? So she gave the house, only for her to come and realize later that the man wasn't her husband. And then the girl brought in different men into the house. And then at some point, two men fought in the building because of the woman. Because this building has 3 entrances. She said one of the men normally come through this entrance, the other one normally come through this other entrance. And then someday they fought in the building. I don't think so. I don't think that was a true story. That woman just told me that story only to make me feel like she's doing me a favor. I don't think that thing ever happened. So till today, I'm really not sure why people don't like to give houses to young single women. I don't know why, but it's a thing. Yeah, this chicken is not bad. Oh my god, that pepper is so bitter. Okay, so guys, we have come to the end of this video. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna end this video right here, and I think I'm gonna make a lot more videos like this, a lot more videos like this, because I love eating. I love to eat. I'm so happy when I'm eating it. I'm so happy. I can tell you any story you want to hear. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me eat my chicken. And I'm just gonna end this video right now, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.